while there have been countless Etsy sellers whose lives have been changed by opening their shop, they've replaced their income, retired early, left their corporate job, been able to stay home with their kids, there have also been countless others who tell me that they cannot figure out how to make a living on Etsy. And they don't understand why people are making millions selling online while they are staying stuck. And then they're asking, is it even possible to make money on Etsy this year? I get these questions every single week. So today I wanted to break down the brutally honest truth about Etsy in 2026, what the platform really is today, and what you need to know before you either open up a new Etsy shop or before you give up on your current Etsy shop. Etsy's not paying me to make this video at all. I'm going to go through pros and cons, and I'm going to give you the real picture. Now, my name is Dylan Jarvis. If we haven't met, I've sold on Etsy for 9 years, but I've been in e-commerce for over 13 years. I've made over $1 million in profit on Etsy and sold over $1.7 million in revenue. I've also sold hundreds of thousands of dollars through Shopify and Amazon. So I worked for some big companies like Zappos and Zulily, and those corporate e-commerce principles, that's where I got my foundation. Now, I've also coached over 6,000 Etsy sellers from $0 on Etsy to making $10,000 a month, all the way up to sellers who might have been making $500,000 on Etsy a year. They saw a big decrease and now they're back up to the levels they used to be. Now, I'm not here to tell you that Etsy is perfect. I am not here to be a cheerleader. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I'm really here to give you an honest breakdown so you can make a real decision for yourself. Every time someone asks me, is Etsy worth it? I ask them, okay, so what are you thinking of doing instead? Usually it's a few things: drop shipping, Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, or this is a good one, becoming a content creator. Well, let's talk about these options honestly, because I think most people probably haven't done the math. All right, so drop shipping. What's the story with drop shipping right now? Well, you are competing against people who are spending $10, $20, sometimes $50,000 a month on Facebook and TikTok ads. Your margins are going to be very thin. You also have no brand. You're most likely trying to private label something, which means you have to create your own brand from scratch. They're starting with no customer loyalty, no brand, and if your supplier changes the quality, they increase the costs, your whole business could vanish overnight. You can also be unknowingly entering a race to the bottom with pricing, because when a manufacturer makes something for you to dropship, do you really think that you're the only person they're making that for? Most likely not. They might say this is exclusive for you, but there might be a slight variation they're making for someone else, right? Slightly different piece of hardware, slightly different color of something, different dimension on one piece of it, and suddenly you have a direct competitor. Amazon FBA. I can't believe we're talking about this still in 2026. Now, I've sold on Amazon. I sold specifically through Amazon Handmade. You are paying so much for Amazon fees and PPC, which is basically ads on Amazon, that it can eat into like 30 to 40% of your revenue. And they control your return policy, not you. Amazon controls your return policy. So that means, the people who wear something and return it, or use something for a party and then send it back, that is a type of customer you're dealing with. Let's get deeper into the ads, the PPC. Be prepared before you make a dime of profit to be spending thousands of dollars. Affiliate marketing. Let's talk about affiliate marketing. I would say I like affiliate marketing as a supplemental income stream, but let's be real. It takes months or years to build enough traffic to make consistent money. And if you are starting out from zero, you are looking at probably 6 months to a year of content creation. And I'm talking like not just 2 posts a day. I would be saying you should crank out like 4 to 6 posts a day, literally fighting for attention in one of the most crowded corners of the internet. UCG content, like the faceless accounts, it is not what it was 2 years ago. Becoming a content creator. Let me tell you, we have hundreds of thousands of followers across all of our platforms. With all of that effort, right, having an entire media team, we're making less than $3,000 a month from the actual content payouts. And that's like ad revenue from YouTube and payouts from being a creator on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. And if you become a channel or an account or profile that's all about brand deals, you lose all the trust and your engagement tanks. The last one that people talk about, especially if they're interested in e-commerce, is starting with their own website. website. Like, I'm going to open a Shopify store because I want to own my traffic. They put all this effort and planning into this site, and then they launch on Instagram, and the only traffic is like family and friends, and then crickets, pure crickets. And your fee on Shopify, like the $30 a month, it is more than you're making. When I stack all of this up, here's what I keep coming back to. Etsy is one of the only platforms where you can have a product listed and in front of paying customers within 24 hours of opening the shop. No ads required, no existing audience required, no warehouse or inventory investments required. They host you. They bring the customers to you. They create the search engine. They build the trust with their audience. And millions of buyers are already coming to Etsy every day looking to spend their money. And it's genuinely hard to find any other platform that does that for you. Now, is Etsy saturated? I hear this question all the time. This is probably the question that I get most outside of any other, like my YouTube lives, my trainings and everything in my DMs. My answer is the same. I would say definitely not, but not for the reason you think. Because here's the numbers, right? Etsy has like over 7.5 million sellers and over 95 million active buyers. And by active, I mean, they've made a purchase in the last year. The saturation myth assumes that all of those, 7.5 million sellers are doing things correctly. And I can tell you they're not even close. After working with over 6,000 Etsy sellers directly and doing online trainings for probably over 50,000 sellers at this point, I can tell you that the overwhelming majority are making fundamental mistakes. The wrong SEO, the wrong products, the wrong customers, the wrong pricing, the wrong mockups, the wrong designs. The real competition, right? The sellers who are doing things correctly, who understand how to target a profitable customer, right? This is a very, very small group. I would say it's probably less than 2% of all of the Etsy sellers. Think about it this way. If you were running a race where none of the other runners have trained for it, they were not wearing the right shoes, not even knowing which direction to go, do you think that race is saturated and that you are likely to lose? No. If you come in with strategy, if you come in with some knowledge and some angles to play here, that's not actual competition. So most sellers who are winning on Etsy in 2026 are not fighting a huge wall of perfect competitors. Sellers who are winning are finding the gaps that everyone else is too lazy, too uninformed, or too stuck in their old ways to see. There are holes and gaps in the market for you to come in and fill. That is the power of Etsy right now. And that is the opportunity. And here's one more thing that nobody talks about. A huge percentage of Etsy sellers who are struggling are not failing because Etsy is a bad platform. They're failing because they are running a 2021 Etsy shop in 2026. Let me explain what that means. Etsy is one of the last places to get trends. And by the time something shows up as a bestseller on Etsy, it's already really been moved through the broader market for like 6 to 8 months. So if you are going to keyword tools, trying to find what's allegedly trending on Etsy so you can then copy things, you are basically joining a race that has started without you, possibly ended, okay? The sellers who are winning, they are finding trends that are not on Etsy first. So they are looking outside of Etsy for trends at the influencer market, at trade shows. Look at the shops that are struggling and look at their mock-ups. Do they look like a brand, or do they look like someone put a design on a template from 2019 and then never changed it? Maybe it did well in 2019, but it still looks the same. And your mock-ups matter. Your fonts also matter. You should be updating and replacing fonts every year. And most sellers that did well in 2020, 2021, they are rolling with the same fonts that worked for them back then. And they are just basically running on fumes. Your visual identity on Etsy has to evolve every single year. And if you are not evolving with it, your shop definitely is going to look outdated. And then look at the SEO too of the shops that might have done well in the past. Are they still using the same SEO strategies that worked for them pre-2022? Because the way customer search has evolved, language has evolved. People have become much more adept at using search engines, and new product categories have appeared. And if your listings are not being updated, you're probably invisible to the customers who are actually shopping right now. So if you can come in and fix things in your shop or do things correctly in 2026, you really can blow past a lot of the noise and the shops that have been around for 5+ years. Now, I've seen shops less than 12 months old scale to 6 figures because we gave them the current right strategies, not because they were working harder than other people. It was simply because they were doing the right actions. Now, I want to be straight with you here because I think a lot of people get sold a version of this that isn't true. Some people will tell you that Etsy is totally passive income. It's definitely not, at least not right away. If you approach Etsy with focused, strategic effort, it can really add up to big results over time. 30 minutes of doing the right things always beats 3 hours of doing the wrong things. A lot of you have full-time jobs. A lot of you are just trying to build something on the side. You can't just blow up your current life and quit everything else to do this. And Etsy absolutely can be built in the margins of your current life and your current schedule, as long as you're intentional about how you spend your time. And this is where most beginner conversations about Etsy completely miss the point. People ask, is Etsy worth it long term? What if they change their policies? What if my shop gets shut down? And my answer is, Etsy's not necessarily meant to be your only home forever. It's meant to be your fastest way to build momentum and revenue and a customer base. And then, you can expand beyond Etsy. But if you never get momentum to begin with, you won't have anything to expand. Start on Etsy because it gives you access to 95 million buyers without spending $1 on ads, without building your own website, and then use that platform to find out what your customers want, to test your products, to build your social proof, and to generate some consistent revenue. And then once you've built traction and once you're seeing consistent profit, then expand. So if you are interested in learning the right things to do on Etsy to be competitive, to break through the noise, and to see some serious momentum and income, definitely book a free call with my team. We'll put the link in the chat for you to do that. 45 minutes. We can talk to you about your goals for Etsy, what your roadblocks or current challenges are, kind of what you're stuck on, and then a plan forward. And that plan can include private, personalized guidance from myself and my team if you wanted to. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video.